Hello everyone. In the previous lecture, we started chapter 8. We saw what is the meaning of a differential equation. It's an equation which involves derivatives, dy by dx. It can be the first order, second order, whatever derivatives which are there. We also saw how to find out the order and degree of a differential equation. Now here we are going to study the solution of a differential equation. Now, if there is a function called y is equal to fx plus c, and if this function satisfies the given differential equation, then we can say that this function is a solution of that differential equation. Now in this case, the value c is known as an arbitrary constant. C can have any value that we give it. C is a constant. Here we call it as an arbitrary constant. Then we can say that there are two types of solutions for a differential equations. So solutions can be of two types. They can be either general solution or they can be particular solutions. Now in the general solution, the number of arbitrary constants will be noted as AR. So the number of arbitrary constants is equal to the order of the differential equation, So for example, let me take an example over here. Suppose if the order of the equation is 2, that means if we have d2y by dx2 in the equation, then the number of arbitrary constants would be 2 in this case. Similarly, if the equation is of the first order, say dy by dx, then we would have one particular arbitrary constant. So in this way, we define a general solution of a differential equation. Now what about a particular solution? Now the solution which can be obtained from the general solution by giving particular values to the arbitrary constants. We give the constants as values, not c, but we give them particular values. And then the solution becomes a particular solution. So in the exercise 8.1, we are going to find the solutions of certain differential equations, and those are going to be general solutions over there. So exercise 8.1, question 2, because we have already done question 1 previously. The question is, verify that the given function is a solution of the corresponding differential equation. Now the solution is given to us in each question and the corresponding differential equation is given. So we use this solution and try to find out the answer in such a way that it turns out to be this differential equation. So be patient, observe how it is done carefully. Once you observe a few sums, you're going to get the method properly. So the first question, consider the given solution. So consider this, that is xy is equal to log y plus k. In this case, we differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiating both the sides with respect to x. So we are finding the derivative. On the LHS, we are getting xy. That means we are going to use u into v formula. So we get x dy by dx. So using u into v formula plus y, the ddx of x is 1, if you remember. So this becomes our LHS is equal to RHS. Log y becomes 1 upon y. By the chain rule, it becomes dy by dx. Plus k is a constant. So derivative of a constant is 0. Then in this case, what we do is that just like how we solved implicit functions in the third chapter actually, we are going to take all the dy by dx containing terms to one side. So therefore, we are going to get y is equal to 1 upon y dy by dx minus x dy by dx. Then we can take dy by dx term common. So y is equal to dy by dx, taking it common, into 1 upon y minus x. This way. Then we can also write it the other way around. That is, we can also write it this way. That is, suppose we cross multiply over here and equalize the denominator. Let us write this term on the left hand side and take y on the right hand side. So we get dy by dx, and upon cross multiplying we get 1 minus xy upon y. So the denominator has become common here, is equal to y. Now we take y on the RHS. Okay, depending upon what we want to prove, we take y on the RHS. So therefore we get dy by dx into 1 minus xy is equal to y square. Now if you remember what I told you in the previous lecture, dy by dx can also be written as y dash. So dy by dx is equal to y dash. So this can be written this way. So here we substitute dy by dx as y dash, and therefore we are going to get 1 minus xy into, instead of dy by dx we write y dash is equal to y square. And this is what the question is actually. Look at the question, that is what they have told us to prove. That is, differential equation is y dash into 1 minus xy is equal to y square. So thus we prove the given term, that is it. We prove that the given solution. So therefore we write the conclusion. Therefore the given solution, given equation is a solution. Now in this case it's a general solution. So we write it is a general solution of the given differential equation. So thus this is our conclusion. That brings us to question 2. Question 2, the function given is y is equal to x raised to n, and the differential equation is given this way. That is, x square d2y by dx2 minus n dy by dx plus ny is equal to 0. We have to prove that this is a solution of the given equation. Now again we will consider this way. That is, consider the given solution as a function y is equal to x raised to n. Now observe what all we require. We require dy by dx. We also require the second order derivative, that is d2y by dx2, which can be obtained by finding the derivative of dy by dx. So first we find out what is dy by dx. So from this we get dy by dx is equal to, now this is the formula, isn't it? X raised to n. The derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. So dy by dx is n into x raised to n minus 1. Then what about d2y by dx2, the second order derivative? So therefore d2y by dx2 becomes, n is a constant here, again x raised to n minus 1, the same formula for x raised to n we use, and therefore we get n minus 1 into x raised to n minus 1 minus 1. Think about the formula, you will understand how it is done. So we get n into n minus 1 into x raised to n minus 2. Opening the bracket, we get x raised to n minus 2. So this becomes our d2y by dx2. Now we take the LHS of the differential equation. The LHS is this one of the differential equation. So we take this and write it over here. So LHS, which is dx square d2y by dx2 minus n into x dy by dx plus ny. Let us see whether LHS comes out to be equal to RHS, that is 0 or what. Okay. So in this case, we substitute the value for x. We first write x square, and instead of d2y by dx2, we are going to write this particular value that we got over here. So we are going to write n into n minus 1 into x raised to n minus 2. This is the value for d2y by dx2 that we got over here. minus n into x. Instead of dy by dx, we'll write the answer that we got for dy by dx. It was n into x raised to n minus 1. Okay, this was the answer for dy by dx plus n y. Now instead of y, we can write the question because question was y is equal to x raised to n. So instead of y, we can write x raised to n over here. Then this is going to be simplified further now. Now when two numbers are multiplied, when the two same numbers are multiplied, we can add their powers together. This you know as the rule of indices. So we write over here x raised to 2 plus n minus 2. So the powers are added into n minus 1. Minus n, the same thing we are going to do over here. Now n into n becomes n square x raised to n plus, that is x raised to 1 in this case, not n but 1 because here x is there, so x raised to 1 plus n minus 1, this one n minus 1 plus n into x raised to n as it is. So as a result, we are going to get this now. So here what happens is 2 minus 2 goes away. Again here 1 minus 1 goes away. So we are getting x into n square minus n. X raised to n into, the n was remaining, so x raised to n into n square minus n upon multiplying this over here, minus n square into x raised to n plus n into x raised to n. Now we take x raised to n common for all the three terms. So we get x raised to n, and in the bracket we are getting n square minus n square plus n. Okay, so over here see n square minus n, this term minus this term n square plus this n term. You can observe that everything goes away. See, n square minus n square is 0, minus n plus n is also 0. So we are getting x raised to n into 0, which is 0, and which is RHS. Okay, RHS was 0 for the question, for the differential equation actually. So thus we can say that, therefore we can say that the given function, in this case it is easier to write the question actually. Therefore we can say that y is equal to, the given function is y is equal to x raised to n. So y is equal to x raised to n is a solution of the given differential equation. Okay, you can write the full form of differential equation during the exam time, and thus we have done the next sum as well. The third question is really easy. As you can see, y is equal to e raised to x is given. So the differentiation, that means dy by dx is going to be e raised to x, which is also y. So you can easily solve this sum. So I leave it to you as an assignment to be done in your notebook. We go on to the next question now. So in the next question, the solution given is y is equal to 1 minus log x, and the differential equation is x square d2y by dx2 is equal to 1. So first we go on to find out what is dy by dx. So consider y is equal to 1 minus log x. We need dy by dx first, and then we can find d2y by dx2. Okay, so dy by dx is equal to 1 becomes 0 because the differentiation of a constant is 0, you know that, and minus log x, the differentiation of it is 1 upon x. So dy by dx is minus 1 upon x. Then we can go on to find out what is d2y by dx2, the second order derivative. So d2y by dx2 becomes now minus 1 upon x, we can write it as, see in this case 1 upon x can be written as minus x raised to minus 1. Okay, x can be brought to the numerator and can be written this way. So here d2y by dx2 becomes minus, use the formula for x raised to n, we get x raised to minus 1, that is x raised to n minus 1, and n into x raised to n minus 1 in this case. So minus 1 I am writing over here. As a chain rule you can write minus 1 over here. So minus into minus becomes plus. So x raised to minus 2 you're getting, and this can be written as 1 upon x square. You can even write the answer directly if you know it thoroughly. If you know the concept thoroughly, write the answer for this directly. Okay. So in this way we got what is d2y by dx2. Now take the LHS of the differential equation. LHS is x square d2y by dx2. So LHS becomes x square d2y by dx2, which is now, we can substitute it over here and write it as x square into d2y by dx2 is 1 upon x square. Obviously this gets cancelled, so we get 1 which is equal to RHS. So therefore our conclusion, therefore the given function, conclusion carries marks, so remember to write the conclusion. So therefore the given function is a solution, is a general solution, or is a solution of the given differential equation. The fifth question, the solution given is y is equal to a e raised to x plus b e raised to minus x. And the differential equation is d2y by dx2 is equal to y. So just consider the given solution. So therefore finding the derivative, finding the first order derivative. So differentiating both the sides, we get dy by dx is equal to, a is a constant, it is written as it is, e raised to x, the derivative is e raised to x itself, plus b is also a constant, again e raised to minus x, the derivative of it becomes the same thing, e raised to minus x, and by chain rule we also get the derivative of minus x, ddx of minus x, which is minus 1. I hope you remember the rules. So in this case it becomes a e raised to x minus b e raised to minus x. So this is our dy by dx. As we notice, we also require d2y by dx2 here. So we find the second order derivative now. So therefore d2y by dx2 is equal to, now differentiating this particular equation, we get a e raised to x, because you know the answer, minus b e raised to minus x again, and also by chain rule the ddx of minus x, which is minus 1. So this becomes a e raised to x plus b e raised to minus x. Minus into minus is plus. But this is equal to y. That means d2y by dx2 is equal to y, as they had asked us to prove in the question. So thus the given solution, thus the given function, our conclusion, the given function is a solution of the given differential equation. This way. The sixth question is, the function given is a x square plus b y square is equal to 5. And the differential equation is xy d2y by dx2 plus x dy by dx the whole square is equal to y dy by dx. Now this is solved in a particular way. Just pay attention to the method in which we solve it. We begin in the usual manner, that is, we say consider the given function, that is ax square plus by square is equal to 5. Now we differentiate both the sides with respect to x, and therefore we are going to get a into x square. A is a constant, x square becomes 2x. So 2ax, okay, upon differentiating, plus by square also, we differentiate y square. B is a constant, so b is written as it is. The differentiation of y square is 2y. So 2y, and by chain rule dy by dx is equal to 0, because phi is a constant. Now we observe that 2 is present in both the terms. We take 2 common. So we get ax in the bracket, ax plus by dy by dx is equal to 0. Then in the next step, 2 goes to the RHS, so 0 upon 2 is 0, and therefore we get ax plus by dy by dx is equal to 0. Say this is 1. Let us number this statement as 1. Now we differentiate both the sides again with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x again. Okay, so we are going to get over here. See, ax becomes a into 1, that is a. Observe properly. A is a constant. The derivative of x is 1. So we just get a. Plus b is a constant. B is written as it is, and in the bracket y into dy by dx. So these are two terms, and therefore we use the method of u into v. Okay, we use the product rule for differentiation. So we get u dv by dx plus v du by dx. So that means y into the derivative of dy by dx is d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx as it is, this term as it is, and the derivative of y becomes dy by dx. Observe the step carefully and understand it properly. On the RHS it is 0 again. So here we get a, therefore a plus b y d2y by dx2 plus this can be written as dy by dx the whole square is equal to 0. Now put a on one side and take the b containing term on the other side. So therefore we are going to get, therefore a is equal to minus b, the remaining terms are as it is. Okay, this way. Then now from equation 1, so equation 1 gives us, now what was equation 1 that we got over here? Equation 1 was this one, ax plus by dy by dx is 0. So from 1 we had got ax plus by dy by dx is equal to 0. Now substitute the value of a in this equation. Okay, put a as this term in this equation. So therefore we get, instead of a we put minus b into whatever is present in the bracket and there is an x over there. So x plus this term remains as it is, by dy by dx is equal to 0. Then in the next step, we are going to get over here like this. Now take keep by dy by dx term on one side and take this term on the other side, whereby it becomes positive. So we get by dy by dx is equal to, this term is taken on the other side. So we get b into the same thing. This way. Now what happens? Now b gets cancelled on both the sides. The b term goes away. And therefore we get y dy by dx is equal to y d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx the whole square into x. Now we rearrange it and write it in a proper manner. So therefore we can write xy into d2y by dx2. That is, we open the brackets, multiply the terms actually. Over here, that bracket is not there. It is just y dy by dx. As I observed, rather the bracket is going to come around y also. So over here also the bracket is going to come. Okay. So now we open the brackets and multiply with x. So we get xy d2y by dx2 plus x dy by dx the whole square is equal to y dy by dx, which is nothing but the question actually. Okay. So thus we prove that the given function, therefore the given function is a general solution, is a solution of the given differential equation. So thus the sum is proved. So far we have completed exercise 8.1 completely. Go through this question number 2 properly, understand it in a better manner so that you can understand further about the lesson. Thank you so much for listening, students.